So the first one here is the net swings. You can see when I swing, I don't want to hit the net with the tip of the bat until I'm in the frame of my body or just in front of my body. We want to pull the bat through, not drag the bat. It's a great way to start your round of hitting. Then we go into our insider bat top hand extension drill. This is done with tennis balls. You can see here when I hit, this is not a full swing. We are stopping at full extension with my top hand, right hand to the ceiling. I have my left hand on my chest. You put it on your chest or behind your back, but it is a one-handed top hand drill. And then you do the same thing with your regular bat. This gets a little bit more difficult as obviously the weight and length of the bat makes it more difficult. If you have a metal bat, you're going to choke up to the high end of the bat handle, rubber handle. You can see here it's the same concept. It's top hand, getting extension through the ball and holding that extension. Really good for the muscle memory. Then the next one, as we go into here, same thing, but we're just doing the two-handed. So we're adding the bottom hand to it so we can get the feel. We're going to go down to a normal grip on the bat all the way down to the end, really working on controlling the barrel, the head of the bat. We call it barrel awareness. And again, getting to our full extension, top hand to the sky, bottom hand or left hand towards the floor. So top hand up, bottom hand down. Then we're gonna go into one of my favorite ones. It's the shaft to shoulder drill, the shaft being the barrel. You can see at the start of my swing, I'm gonna pull my hands through, and that's gonna keep my barrel tight to my back shoulder, which is my right shoulder here. So you're gonna see me pull my hands through. I stop, get to contact point, I retrace back to the slot position, and then I go all in one motion into my swing. I'll do another one here. So get in my stance, get to the slot position, contact point, back to the slot position, and I come up and swing. I think we're gonna do one more here. It's a really good drill for everyone to exaggerate staying inside the ball and staying, what some people call it, a tight turn with the barrel to the back shoulder, so the barrel's not leaking too far away from our back shoulder. So it's keeping our swing nice and efficient and quick to the baseball. Next one's gonna be the high tee drill. Obviously this one, we're not necessarily gonna swing like this in a game. This is done for effect, for the drill purpose. We wanna keep our barrel on top of the plane of the baseball here. So you can see I'm being really exaggerative with my top hand and really getting my top hand to the baseball fast. I'm almost driving the baseball down. The last thing we want to do on this drill is to hit the ball back up. We want to hit it on a line straight back out, or actually downwards. It's just exaggerating that downward effect. It's really good drill for people that have a loop in their swing or a long swing. Next one is another really good one, the Erickson drill, or the separation drill. So we're starting in our stance with our hands already in our post-stride position. The knob should be angled towards the catcher's left knee. When I stride, you're gonna see my front heel be slightly off the ground. The majority of my weight is gonna stay in my back leg. My back right knee is gonna flex. That means I've got weight and force into the ground back there. Once I get to that position, I'm gonna pause for about a second or two, and then I'm gonna drop my left heel, my front heel, drive that into the ground, which is gonna, in effect, allow my back heel to release off the ground. And now we're combining two drills, the two drills that we just did. So we're doing the Erickson drill right into the shaft to shoulder drill. So the one that we just did before. So we're going right into both, which is kind of a neat thing to be able to combine. So the Erickson drill right into the shaft to shoulder drill. So you can combine both of those drills into one, which is kind of a really neat feature to those. Then we go our oppo up the middle pull. You can see that the tee is behind my front foot, or between my feet, and I'm gonna kind of go to contact point. You can kind of see how my hands and the knob lead the barrel. I do that, so we're letting the ball get deep into the zone, and you can see how I'm setting up the ball on the outer half of home plate, and I drive the ball. I'm thinking about driving the ball over the second baseman's head here. And the next ones, we're gonna go up the middle. So I'm gonna put the ball down the middle of the plate, and now the tee should be in line with my front foot or slightly outside of my front foot. So this would be driving a ball back, right back at the pitcher, or back up to center field. The majority of our tee drills that we had just previously shown you, we're gonna set up the tee in this spot. But this is going to be for up the middle. Now, as you can see, I'm pulling the tee to the inner half of the plate, and it's going to be outside of my front foot. So we're hitting the ball to our pull side, and you can see here as I go to contact point, the barrel is going to be outside of my hands at contact point. And I'm going to drive the ball down the left center field line. If I'm a righty, or if you're a lefty, it would be the right center field line. And we'll do one more here. You can see contact point, barrel gets outside the hands at the appropriate contact point, and I drive the ball down the left field line. The next one is the bucket drill, or low tee bucket drill. We do the low tee on this one. This is a great drill for guys that are struggling getting into their legs and staying into their legs. So you got to make sure when you sit on the bucket, you want to get the majority of your weight onto your butt and off your feet here. So then you come into your stance, and it's going to force you to get weight and force back into the ground to keep you and get you into your legs. And then we have the tee set up really low by our knees so that we stay low and drive that low ball and stay into our legs. This next one is very advanced. These next ones are the Huffman drill. So you see I have a really short bat. This is my son's bat from when he was about 4 or 5 years old. So the tee is really close. I'm standing really close to the ball, and I'm really working on just getting my hands inside the ball and being strong. You can do it with 2 hands. Now I'm doing it with my top hand, 1-hand drill. Again, this is a very advanced drill. Probably going to be mostly designed for our 14U and up kids. Now I believe I'm doing some 2-hand full swings with the short bat. But again, this is a really, really tough drill here. And I believe I'm gonna do some here with my regular bat, which is really difficult. You can see it's even just getting the contact point. It's hard even going slow motion to get to a contact point. You really got to use your hands effectively. And you can really see my hands getting past and in front of my body there. My hands are almost in front of my chest and my shoulders at contact point. So we're really exaggerating and accentuating using our hands correctly and staying inside the ball. The next one here, the double T drill. Again, this one was much like the high T drill. We're not going to swing like this necessarily in a game, but this is a great drill for guys that have bat lag or bat drag. Great drill for young kids where they have a really long swing. Barrels get away from our shoulder. So we're really exaggerating that top hand, getting that barrel down to the ball as quickly as possible. This is a new drill. This is my favorite drill right now. I started this about 2 months ago. It's the slot swing drill. So we get to the slot, we've got that high tee behind it. So we do a couple swings from the slot, and then we're literally swinging and hitting that ball on the tee from the slot position. So this, it's very difficult. This is another advanced drill. You can see I'm swinging right from my shoulder. So I'm taking that barrel to my back shoulder and swinging as hard as I can from there. Obviously, we're not going to be getting a ton of bat speed here, but we actually swing. Every swing that we take should be swung from that slot position. We don't swing from our stance. We don't swing from any other point besides the slot position, and that's what we're exaggerating here. Really, really great drill, and the more I've done it myself, the more I like it. The next one, the step through drill, sometimes we call it the Gilmores, which yes, that is named after the movie Happy Gilmore. You can kind of see how we step through. This is just it's a body awareness, body control drill where we want to really learn how to brace up our body, our front side. And you can see how I pause slightly. We don't want to walk through this one and be loose with it. We want to be controlled once we get to our post stride position. Then the self toss drill here. This is a very difficult one. A lot of coaches you'll see when we hit fungos do that, but that is a really good one for kids to start to learn too. But there's our hitting routine.